Europe has just drawn a new digital line, and South Africans are about to feel it. From October 2025, the European Union will begin tracking, scanning, and storing biometric data from every non-EU traveler, forever. And for South Africans already under suspicion, this could change everything. Tonight on Border Files, we expose how Europe's new entry-exit system isn't just about border control. It's about surveillance, migration politics, and the global reputation of a passport under fire. Because what's being built right now is not just a database, it's a digital wall. Starting 12 October 2025, the European Union will quietly begin phasing in a powerful border technology known as the Entry-Exit System, or EES. It's not science fiction, it's reality. Every time a non-EU citizen crosses into one of 29 European countries, their face, fingerprints, and travel details will be captured, encrypted, and stored in a central EU database. This includes South Africans, who are among the travelers now required to register their biometric identity before setting foot in Europe. By 10 April 2026, the old human system of passport stamps, the one that could be tricked, bribed, or manipulated, will be gone, replaced by an automated digital wall designed to track every second of your stay. Europe says it's about security. But behind that word lies a deeper intention: control. The system doesn't just check who enters, it records how long you stay, how often you travel, and whether you've ever overstayed before. It can flag you in real time, even before your flight lands. This is the European border of the future, and for citizens from the global south, it's also a signal you were being watched more than ever before. But not everyone will face these digital barriers. EU citizens, of course, are exempt. So are diplomats, soldiers, and global elites, the very same people deciding who gets in and who stays out. If you carry a residence card or you're connected to someone who can move freely across Europe, you'll pass with ease. The message is clear: borders are now biometric for some and invisible for others. The system claims to make travel faster and more comfortable. But for many South Africans, it could mean longer lines, more questions, and fewer chances to slip through Europe's tightening net. The timing of this rollout is no coincidence. South Africa's passport has been under siege, not by foreign governments, but by its own reputation. Between 2022 and 2024, global airports began reporting an alarming trend. Foreign nationals, especially from Pakistan and India, were being caught traveling with fake South African passports. It became so widespread that in 2022, Ryanair, one of Europe's biggest airlines, introduced a controversial Afrikaans language test to verify whether passengers were truly South African. It was condemned internationally. The Irish government refused to back it. But the damage was done. By 2024, Ireland, one of the only EU countries that still allowed South Africans visa-free entry, closed that door, because trust in South Africa's passport had collapsed. Behind the scenes, the Department of Home Affairs launched crackdowns, arresting syndicates inside its own offices. Dozens of officials were implicated in the illegal sale of IDs and passports. But EU had already decided South Africa's passport was compromised. So now, under the new EES, every South African traveler will face Europe's biometric wall. Their fingerprints scanned, their faces stored, their movements tracked. And this time, there will be no stamp to hide behind. The EU says this is to stop illegal overstays, travelers who remain longer than their 90-day limit. But experts warn this kind of database creates a permanent digital identity record that can be used beyond border control, feeding into law enforcement, intelligence sharing, and even private data markets. For Europe, it's a step toward total migration management. For South Africa, it's a test of credibility, sovereignty, and trust. Because in the world of passports, trust is currency, and once it's lost, the doors start to close. Europe's digital borders are part of a much bigger global pattern. The United States has long stored travelers' fingerprints and facial scans. China perfected its surveillance architecture decades ago. And now Europe, the last frontier of open borders, is following the same path. Under the narrative of security, nations are building global biometric fortresses. The irony: those who built the systems of global travel, colonial powers, are now using technology to lock out the very nations they once drew borders across. And for Africa, that digital divide is growing faster than ever before. In 2025, the Henley & Partners Passport Index delivered another blow. South Africa had dropped out of the world's top 50. Only 102 countries now allow South Africans to enter visa-free or with a visa on arrival, and none of them are major European destinations. Today, South Africans have... What's happening in Europe isn't just about travel. It's about the quiet re-engineering of freedom, one fingerprint, one face, one database at a time. For South Africans, this is the new frontier. No longer just a matter of visa approval, but of digital identity approval. And the world is watching. Every move, every entry, every exit. If this story stirs something inside you, if you feel that this isn't just about security, but about control, then don't look away. Subscribe to Border Files and turn on notifications, because in our next investigation, we'll expose how global surveillance networks are quietly merging and how Africa is the next testing ground.